Hi everyone, Shawn here from Chordistry.com. Today I'm going to show you how to play those little snippets that we heard from the Death Sheeran album. We're talking about Run to the Hills, Break Stuff, and Paranoid. Well, Paranoid is from the Ed Sheeran Does hardcore rap, but still, I'm going to show you how to do all those little bits that we heard from that Jimmy Fallon sketch. Okay, so if you check the description, you're going to find a link to the tabs. You'll also see down there a link to my newsletter. You can sign up for that and get a free 3-part mini course on how to switch chords, which is pretty awesome. So do that, check down there, and then let's get to this song. So we're in D standard today, which means that we have to detune all the strings one whole step. So let's check that out. So we have to detune all of our strings down one whole step. That means the low E is now a low D. The A is now a G. The D is now C. G is F. B is A. High E is now a high D. So that's how all the strings are going to sound open. But throughout this lesson, I'm still going to call all the strings by the names that we know in E standard. It's just a lot easier to say this is the E string and this is the D string and this is the B string rather than this is the D string, the C string, and the A string. So here we go. The first tune, Run to the Hills. Let's get that part down. We're on the 2nd fret of the A string. Use your 2nd finger over here to grab that. And we're going to play the A and the high E strings together. Just pluck it with your thumb and middle finger. Okay, and then you're going to hammer on with your 3rd finger onto fret 2 of the high E string. So it goes like this. Play the high E string again, and then slap the strings. Like that. After that, you're going to go, which is fret 3 of the low E string. You can use your 3rd finger for that, and the open B string. So again, thumb and middle finger on the picking hand. So that's all you got to do. Play those 2 notes, then slap. And then you go. So open A this time. Hammering on the B string now. So open A and open B together. And then you hammer on with your 2nd finger to fret 2 of the B string. Play it again. And then slap. So it's sort of the same idea we did at the beginning, just on different strings. And then play fret 2 of the A string and the open B together. Of course, adding that slap at the end. Play that 4 times. And then you do this. We're going to play this chord right here, which is like an A9 chord, major 9. So your 1st finger is going to bar across fret 2 on the D, G, and B strings. Add your 3rd or 4th finger, whichever one's easiest for you, on fret 4 of the G string. So it's going to be 0, 2, 4, 2 on the A, D, G, and B strings. It's like a double power chord kind of thing. Anyways, so we go that. Just play the chord like that. So it's all together. Thumb, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers on the A, D, G, and B strings, followed by just the fingers, followed by a slap. And then we have all the fingers together. Slap again, go to a G chord. A really easy G, just your 2nd finger on fret 3 of the low E string, and then the open D, G, and B strings. Do the same thing. We're going So go to a D chord. Here, your first finger is on fret 2 of the G string, your second finger is on fret 2 of the high E string, your third finger is on fret 3 of the B string. Play the D, G, B, and high E strings with your thumb, first, second, and third fingers. Do the same pattern, all together, fingers, slap, all together. Go back to your A major 9 and do that again. So it's going to go A major 9 to G to D to A major 9. So it goes. And do it again. And just kind of let that last one ring out because that's where he ended the song. All right, so now let's do break stuff. For this one, we're just arpeggiating an E minor 7, C add 9, G, and D chord progression. It's a super common kind of progression, so let's check out how to play it. Here's how it sounds. So the first shape, E minor 7, goes like this. Your first finger is on fret 2 of the D string. Your third finger is on fret 3 of the B string. So here's how you're going to arpeggiate it. Your thumb's going to go and play the E string first, and then the D string, and then your second finger grabs the B string, and then you're going to go to the G string, and then the D string. Just like that. E, D, B, G, D. Following that, you're going to play a C add 9 chord. So just have your second finger grab fret 3 of the A string, leave your first and third fingers where they are, and do the same kind of pattern, which is now going to be A string, D string, B string, G string, D string. So, after that, we're going to go play a G chord. So now your second finger goes to fret 3 of the low E string. Do the same pattern. E, D, B, G, D. And then finally we have a D chord, but it's really just a D5. So your first finger now goes on fret 2 of the G string. Your third finger is still on fret 3 of the B string. And for this one, it's kind of like you can only do that. So it's D, G, B, G, D, since we have only 3 strings instead of 4 strings that we're arpeggiating. So all together. You just do that for a while. Let's just say 4 times for now. And then play a G chord. Regular G major chord. Your first finger on fret 2 of the A string, your second finger on fret 3 of the low E string, and your third finger on fret 3 of the B string. Just strum all the way until the B string. Don't even worry about the high E string. And there you go. That's break stuff. All right, and now Paranoid by Ty Dolla $ign. So here's what we're doing in this one. We're gonna be playing these 3-note pseudo bar chords that Ed Sheeran loves to play on the A, D, and B strings. These shapes. All right, so let's learn how to play those and the rest of this song. So here's how it's going to sound. The first shape is an F sharp minor, if we're still thinking that our guitar is tuned to E. So I'm on fret 9 on the A string with my first finger, fret 11 on the D string with my third finger, and fret 10 on the B string with my second finger. So we're going to play the A string with our thumb, the D string with our first finger, and the B string with our third finger. And then slap the strings. After that, we hit fret 4 on the A string before going to a D major chord. This shape is fret 5 on the A string, fret 7 on the D string, and fret 7 on the B string. So it goes same thing, A, D, B, slap. Hit fret 5 on the A string just by itself before going to the next chord shape, which is E major, which is everything just up 2 frets. So it's 7, 9, and 9 on the A, D, and B strings. Okay? Do the same thing, but we're going to play it twice. And then you play the 7th fret by itself, sliding up to the 9th fret, and that begins the next round. Let's play it slow. Okay, so that's the first time, or the first chord progression, I should say. We play it for like 4 times around, and then we switch it up. We're gonna hang out on the D chord instead of the E chord. So it's 2 times on the D this time. And those are the 2 progressions that you use for this little snippet. Okay, so that's going to be it for this lesson. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. My name is Shawn. I hope you liked this lesson, and if you did, please hit that like button. And if you haven't yet, you can hit that subscribe button for more lessons just like this one. Thanks, and I'll see you again in another lesson.